On today's episode of Watch JR Go, we are here with the Car Trek Audi S4 B5, and I'm taking it racing. What is going on, guys? I am Watch JR Go, and like I said, I'm here with my Audi S4 B5 after we worked on it all day yesterday, the entire day. And not everything came to fruition like we'd planned. The tires didn't come in, so I'm gonna have to send it on these Kumo Acostas or Extas. They are tires, but man, it was always pushing the front end around when I was in the mountains. We're here at German Motor Works. My N75 valve broke in half last night, so we're like kind of scrounging around trying to find one. We've decided we don't have one, and I did zip tie mine back together, so we're hoping that it's all good. It is the boost controller. After we got everything fixed on this thing last night, of course, you saw the video, it makes additional boost. Anyway, time to get on the road. We got a long trip ahead of us. Done 100% jig. We are at Hallett in Jennings, Oklahoma, a track that I love. We've spent a lot of time here. I think you can find some old videos where we've been out here driving. And I can't wait to drive the Audi out here. So let's get this thing untied and unload it. Mr. Bug Ninja himself. I brought a German car mechanic.
Nice hat.
Nice hat.
Thanks.
I'm glad you appreciate my very American hat.
Yes.
All right, before we head out on track, I have a MAF code because we had it unplugged while I was running yesterday. So we're doing a little quick awhile diag session here. Clear those codes, make sure everything's good to go. Somebody's on track. All right, the scan is complete of the S4. It has never been scanned. I've never actually done any diag on this car because it ran so well. But it started misfiring yesterday, and we just pulled the codes, and we've got 9 codes. Ignition activation, open circuit, random multiple misfire, cylinder 2, cylinder 6, cylinder 3. There's the mass airflow unplugged. That was sporadic.
Okay, this is an ignition coil problem, so.
And one of those was unhooked for a bit.
Okay,
So that makes sense, but wow.
I wouldn't worry about this too for
Of
now.
course, ignore that for sure. What else we have here?
Airbag.
Airbag.
No need no stinking airbag.
You know, there's a recall on that. Wow. Yeah, the locks are all broken, and the locks don't work on the car, so that checks out. Alarm triggered. Wow. Oh, wow. Well,
not bad. Not bad.
None of this matters.
So.
Erase yourself. You won't do it.
So escape.
We have to actually go to the control units. All right. Well, we're gonna get rid of these codes and pretend there's no problems with this car, and then we're gonna drive it.
I like the new hotel.
It's a little faster. A little faster. Trouble codes. I don't really care that they exist. Clear them. Yep. Well, we're done wrenching for the day.
Good job.
We're pretty much professionals. It's already back. Oh, data bus missing.
Yeah. From the instrument.
No, we don't need that. Nobody needs a CAN bus.
Nah.
Okay, here we are heading out on the very first lap. You can see Johnny's in front of me with his Ferrari, and we're getting into it right here. The cones are where you're supposed to merge into the track and be flat out. So turn 1, I'm trying to get past Johnny already because I can see where the pace is heading, and I need to be leading. So straight past Johnny there, and Potter is in the lead. Potter has pretty much the most track time in our group there, and he's driving a Hubie's 456 in front of me. So sliding through this corner here, which is pretty much how I did it every single time the entire track day. All-wheel drive and power is pretty cool. Now this doesn't have enough traction because we're on those Kumo Extas, and it doesn't have enough power, and obviously it's just okay. But it ended up being a lot of fun sliding the Audi around for an entire day. And here we are. Obviously I'm missing that late apex in that turn 4 or whatever as well, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just letting the car pull it through with the all-wheel drive. So this lap is probably 7/8 tenths, and Potter's up there giving me a target to follow, which is nice. I like having somebody to follow instead of leading. Once we started the actual car truck race, I ended up leading quite a few times. After a few laps following Tyler, I got bored and decided to go ahead and take the lead, and then after a few laps leading, it seems like you're going slower, so I let Tyler take the lead again. Letting me take the lead, which I didn't really want at that point, so I slowed right back down and let him back in front. So he pointed me by, but I went ahead and stopped short and way out of the racing line so that he could cut back in front of me. This lap, we're finally getting back out there, and we're probably at 9/10 tenths, pretty much flat out using all the power, tires, and brakes this car has. Unfortunately, it's just not quite enough car. It's not meant to be a race car or driven at this level for that long. But it's still, it was a blast, and it got me the numbers I needed, that's for sure. So Potter and I were out for the kill the whole track day. After something like 10 laps of Potter and I leading, we were just tired of being on track, and we were beating these cars to death. I mean, you guys saw how bad the Audi was when it came back. Wheel bearings gone, brakes gone, I killed the turbo. I sent this thing to its grave, which I was prepared for going in. I did want to do that just to make sure I won at all costs. But we ended up parking on track for quite a while, almost like a minute. We had lapped some of the end of the field, and we went ahead and just stopped, and then while we were parked on track is when Ed came around us, and they went ahead and declared him the winner.
Drive us.
Right here, Hoovie's going out in the 456 with somebody in the passenger seat with him. I don't remember who it is. And I have Potter in the passenger seat because he wanted to see what had happened and how I was setting lap records like this.
Outside air temp's 92 right now.
Yeah. And obviously I told him I'm just overdriving the car, but you know, the car is magical and kind of fun. It just kind of worked out. I think if I went back on PS4s or Sport Cup 2s, we would set some crazy numbers, but it just wasn't working out with the kind of stance look the S4 has.
He's probably wide open.
Yeah, he's pointing you by.
That beeping from the car is it running out of washer fluid and misfiring at the same time. So the washer fluid indicator is it's terrible because it's always annoying me, but it's also the indicator for how much methanol I have left in the system, and without it I lose almost a quarter of the horsepower. This time I was actually full and it was just warning misfires, but this car, it went through it.
Just baby it through here.
Yeah.
If you're building a car to be a real race car, you know, maybe don't build with methanol. Build it to do 1,000 horsepower and, you know, real boost, real tires, and go have a race car. This thing's just a street car that's kind of fun, and I pushed it to its limit today, but it was fun. This lap with Potter in the passenger seat is that 138 record for the day. During the actual car truck race, I was setting pretty consistent 140s back to back.
Isn't that the wildest ride ever? Ferrari coming in. I don't know, that microphone doesn't really work. Anyway, if you drove, it probably...
God, is that the wheel bearing?
Yeah.
Ouchie.
That thing's screwed. It only does it after it's real hot.
Yeah.
But we had it real hot.
Ooh, she's hurt.
I was like, gosh, it's screwed. But
Good thing you don't have to drive it 2 hours home.
So we're coming out here to do this epic shot where we talk about how Tyler ran the second fastest lap of the day. And I ran the #1 fastest lap of the day.
Big power Audi.
Big power. And honestly, Tyler went out with me. I was kind of just driving like a wild man. Johnny's back there sabotaging the car. He's not going to put up with this S4.
All right, are we ready?
Yeah, my air filter fell off. That's an interesting development here. Huh? Yeah, here's my... That just fell off.
All right, we're vlogging.
Anyway, the S4 did amazing. It's got crazy power. Even when you're driving like a wild man, I can just grab second gear and like hammer it. And it's so good. It just rips through the corners and it beat the Ferrari. It beat everything on the track. It even beat Ed. We're gonna, in my video, we can talk about that. But we melted the paint off the wheels here. If you take a look at this. So like, the wheels are literally yellow now from how hot I got these brakes. Out of control.
I believe I got hit by a wheel bearing off this.
I think you did get hit by a wheel bearing.
Yeah,
because my wheel bearing's gone. It's gone. It's over. Also, really though, this wheel bearing is no longer. I'm glad I brought a trailer.
I did also get to ride with John Ross, and he rode with me, and he can drive actually, and the car's stupid quick, so that was really, really fun. And he beat me, unfortunately.
And Tyler took out the Ferrari chasing Tyler. And the drift was glorious, dude. The rear end was hanging out on the Ferrari. I'm not kidding.
Scene's over, guys.
No, these are real.
I know.
Yeah,
We're still going.
our
Scene's
video's
still over.
legit.
It's just a big cross going on
Scene's
here.
over.
Anyway, we had a ton of fun out here. Johnny got to go off. He got to go off for the first time. Yeah. First track day, first off, and he wasn't even driving. You want me to move, Johnny? I can. Uh-oh.
Oh, you're flooded.
Nothing starts now. It's back. We're good. Oh yeah, you can hear my bearing. When it's hot, it's worse. That's for sure. Trailer cars basically loaded up. We did the thing.
We did the thing.
You should have driven. I know the tech guy was like, "Are you a driver? You can't drive." Ridiculous.
Yeah.
But
It was fun.
it was fun. Yeah.
Definitely.
Tyler's loading up the Ferrari. Jake's getting loaded up. These are the cars that broke.
As expected, right?
We might be able to drive this home. It'd just be a mistake. It would be a mistake.
A little bit of wheel bearing noise, right?
A lot of bit of wheel bearing. Yeah. And that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Huge thank you to Adrian for rolling with me and driving all day too, so I can edit at the same time. That obviously is a massive help. And again, don't forget to head on over to shop.watchjrgrow.com where you can get cool shirts, not like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do. And I will talk to you next time. This is about to be fun.